Welcome to General Biology. The last video of photosynthesis is going to be on environmental conditions that can affect the rate of photosynthesis. There's basically 5: water availability, light intensity, light color, temperature, and the concentration of CO2. So you got to have water to do photosynthesis. It's one of those molecules that's needed. When plants start to dry out, they tend to wilt. And when they wilt, they fold up their leaves and they bend their leaves away from the light. And so the rate of photosynthesis goes way down. This plant looks like it's dead, but all it needs is a little bit of water and it'll spring right back to life. Light intensity is also something that's going to affect the rate of photosynthesis, although it's not continuous. Light intensity helps, but once we reach a certain light saturation level, the amount of increase in the rate of photosynthesis levels off. The leveling off happens about the brightness of a cloudy day in the summer, like a high cloudy day. Not a real dark cloudy day, but a high cloudy day in the summer. And that's because plants want to be able to do photosynthesis at a rapid rate, even when there's clouds around. Not storm clouds, but just regular clouds. The color of light is going to affect the rate of photosynthesis. Generally, light hitting our planet is full spectrum light, but if we do experiments with different colors of light, we can see that these pigments, chlorophyll A and B, absorb different colors of light better than others. Green is absorbed quite poorly and is mostly reflected, and that's why leaves look green. Chlorophyll A and B are good at violets and blues, and oranges and reds. Temperature is super important for photosynthesis. This particular graph is in degrees Celsius, but basically about 60 degrees Fahrenheit up to about 90 degrees Fahrenheit is the top of this graph. So if we went from like right here over to right here, 60 to 90 is the best temperatures for photosynthesis in C3 plants. As you get hotter, photosynthesis slows way down, and as you get colder, photosynthesis slows way down. So moderate temperatures are the best temperatures for the rate of photosynthesis. And CO2 levels, our current CO2 levels are about 420, 419, 420. And so right in this area right here, CO2 levels do impact the rate of photosynthesis, but as the levels get higher and higher and higher, they tend to level off and don't affect the rate as much anymore. We've done these studies in greenhouses where we can crank up the level of CO2 and see how it affects the rate of photosynthesis. And there's definitely a leveling off once you reach about twice the CO2 that we have in our atmosphere right now. CO2 levels have been constantly going up in our atmosphere though. And so we should be seeing faster rates of photosynthesis in plants. Unfortunately, we're cutting a lot of plants down, and so they are not keeping up with the consumption of CO2, and so CO2 levels are slowly going up in our environment.